remember that last one.
Right.
Young ones still want to. Yeah,
I'll call this meeting back to order. Unfinished business first. I talked to the Department of Environmental Protection about the sinkhole at the gas station. I bounced in between a couple of departments there, and they directed me to the Armstrong County Conservation League or District. And I talked to them, and David Beal met me at the site. He and I looked out over there, and of course he agreed it was a horrible situation. And now pretty much the ball's in his court. He's going to call the EPA again on behalf of Armstrong County, all right, and that's where it stands now. So that's moving hopefully in the right direction. The EPA primarily says if it's not a mine subsidence issue, then it's not their issue. So don't, why, I don't know. But at least David is pursuing that, and he hasn't called me back yet. Okay, I mentioned the last meeting, the continuation of the last meeting, that the playground has been sprayed for ticks. It's safe for kids, and it's good for the rest of the year, and we'll have to address that for next year, what we're going to do. Whether get mulch again and have it sprayed again, or get the rubber tire mulch, which smells like oil all the time, but we need to talk about that. And then I talked to the signage guy for PennDOT, okay, Patty Colbert from Nixon Avenue, about people pulling into Nixon Avenue, turning around, and they have moved that end sign closer to the intersection. And they're going to put a sign up where it says Parker 27 miles. There's a sign right at the bottom of the hill there for through traffic for Katanning going straight through. Hopefully that helps. So that's all I have for unfinished business. Any other unfinished business?
Other than the fact that I didn't get a chance for Tracy to get the interview all set up, I will do that this week.
We can't hear you. Talk a little louder, Ken. No one.
I'm talking to you.
No, well, you have to
But
talk.
I'm trying to say it loud again.
All right.
Okay. I will try to set it up before next Saturday. Okay, with you, Cliff, you gonna be available?
Next Saturday, morning. Morning's good for me.
Well, even if it's through the week, just let me know. I got.
Through the week would be best for me.
5, 6-ish?
Six-ish.
Any day.
Yes.
Nice for the police.
You want to hold them here? Interviews here?
Weekend?
Yeah, can we, Barry, can we hold the interviews in the meeting room?
Sure.
No, it'll be an evening.
Vicky?
Okay,
No, I don't think.
Vicky?
No, I'll get old Barney.
okay.
Okay, anything else under unfinished business? All right, this time we'll move to new business.
I needed to work in two things, complaints I have had. First, complaints about four-wheelers running around the borough, really not permissible, and they are very loud. They're what I hear all the time. And then secondly, I've had to report that there are drivers that are going down Northern Avenue, and they cross over the barrier and then continue on up somehow. They get up there to go to the mall. And they're also
People are coming down over the
running-
hill,
Yeah.
then going out 268, making a
They
U-turn.
don't go there. They go
Yeah,
somehow over.
Well, no, they make a U-turn around the barrier. They make a U-turn, I've seen them do it.
Well, they do that, and then I guess some, you know, some run the red light. So I've just had those reports. I did mention to Officer Airwood up at the courthouse about the intersection, and I said, when you're on patrol, would you please just kind of observe out there and see if you do see anyone doing these breaking.
So even the bore truck does that.
Say again?
Even the bore truck has been seen doing that.
Okay, we'll have to maybe check that out there.
We need to get on that newsletter. And I'll get it
Yes, I
together
know.
for, I'm done.
Thank you. Anything else under new business?
Well, we received some payment requests from the contractors.
Okay, this is a monthly payment set up by the bank. that we
Well,
approved last
it'll be
time.
paid by the bank from our loan line of credit.
Okay, same as last month.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one's for Infinity Crane and Excavation, the general contractor. It is their third payment request for the period of August 30th to September 26th, in the amount of $45,000.03. It's been approved and signed off on by the engineer.
I move to pay that. Is that what we're doing?
Yes. Motion by Ken, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Nancy. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Unanimous?
Okay. We also got payment request from Current Waves, the electrical contractor. Their second payment request for services from August 13th to September 25th, 2013, in the amount of $12,918.60. Also been reviewed and approved by the engineer.
Is there a motion for pay Current Waves?
I'll move it.
Motion by Ken, second by Ernie.
And I'm assuming that's prep work that's gonna be going on this month.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Unanimous?
One more. It's from ESS Insurance for the builder's risk policy. It'll be effective July 15, 2013 to July 15, 2014. The annual premium is $1,627.
Okay, now, question on that. Builder's risk, I'm assuming it's for the construction and completion of the new
Covering
building.
construction of the new municipal building.
And we had to get a yearly term for that? There are no other options?
Right.
It was actually.
That wasn't
It was recommended?
It was recommended. I mean, Ralph, it's an engineering.
Well, they just got,
It's safeguarded, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean, that's pretty much it.
I
All
was
right.
wondering if we had coverage in July.
So moved.
Motion by Bernie Senior,
Is that for shoddy work?
Who made the motion? Sorry.
second by Ken, all in favor? Opposed? Unanimous.
Is that protection for shoddy workmanship?
If it's shoddy work, they have to redo it. I think that's for if we have a hurricane or something like that, there's something goes down.
Okay, you want to look at this after the meeting, Jim?
No, I'm just asking.
No, it's a good question.
Because,
But I would say that it'd be for emergency and accidental, not necessarily shoddy workmanship. I'd say shoddy workmanship would be under our contract between our engineer and the contractors.
I know I'm out of line, but that wall facing the floor shed, they shimmed it up at least a good 1.5 inches to make it level. And placing that 1/2 inch material they're using for walls, I mean, that's weak material to put on walls.
Anybody want to contact about that and ask?
No, actually, it's an engineer that's what the engineer at the time, he's been in business for a while. power with that for several years, and, the metal was what's the strength to it, they actually did the corners of the quad ones, so, the strength of moving from side to side, Ralph from Senate Engineering, was up there Friday, like, Grand Canyon was up there shortly after Ralph, so we passed it.
We might still have to bring that to their attention.
We're gonna do
Say,
something, he did mention a good point about the wall, they did mention about the wall. Ralph did say that some old buildings or old buildings can change up a little. They're gonna have to do something on the wall. So,
In addition to
No, they're
what's
gonna-
been done,
They're gonna have to redo it, take it down.
let's make sure they do until they put the covering on and
They're
then
gonna do it,
screw up.
it's not that big of a process.
Right.
Couldn't hear that. Did you-
That was one of the requirements from Ralph when he was up there Friday, the engineering company. He looked at the workmanship, and that back wall was a consideration to, I guess, do something with. They're gonna bring it down. It's not that they're gonna bring it down in ways, he expects it. Most of the pole buildings do get shimmed, but not that much, so they're gonna take the shim back out and do something with it.
And who's gonna make sure they do that? That's my question.
Well, they're gonna, yeah.
All right.
I mean, that grant.
If we have to tear a wall off the check, we will.
Yeah, well, they're gonna do it.
All right.
well, Should somebody be council going and inspect?
Well, that's what we're paying the engineer to do. You know what I mean? And Ralph to do and Candy should
But
do. I
they
mean,
don't-
that's their job.
They don't live here in the border.
I realize that.
They really,
I mean, like you said, I was up there Friday, I go up there like once or twice a week. I tried to look over everything that Ralph had said to me, he would review the list on the phone.
Good.
And,
Okay, make sure you call that to his
I
attention.
did.
They already know about
Yeah,
it.
we did, we talked about
Okay.
that, and, it's gonna take care of it.
possibly, maybe that's why he got it such a low bid.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that he's not the only one. No, I'm not gonna get into this. Is this a short comment?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is, Cliff.
All
I
right.
appreciate your attitude. Would it be possible to hold the payment until the wall is taken care of? Kenny said they're gonna do it, but you're paying them for work that,
Would that be Infinity Cranes?
That is for them.
All right, that's a good point, yeah. Thank you.
You know what, it's totally up to you guys. I mean,
No, I think we should, right's right.
Yeah, we talked, like I said, on Friday, and, here's them. I'll take care of that wall.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, all right, hold that payment for Infinity Crane. Now, is this, the last bill, is that for the work that's, we're looking at right now?
most of these bills are work coming up.
We're coming up.
Yeah, that's not to fix the wall, it's actually coming work, so anytime you overbill, it's gonna it's gonna, probably increase the time it's gonna be done, but, they gotta fix it.
They show on here what they're being paid for.
We did.
Oh, we did. Ralph said it was,
Yeah, Ralph was up for Friday.
Exterior frame, over, there's a note on here.
Everything's being followed up. Like I said, I'm there like twice a week, I was there Friday. I talked to Lou, the contractor, there several times throughout the month.
yeah, that's it. Okay, so they said it'll be fixed prior to drywall. All right, so we need to make sure it is fixed prior to drywall. I'm gonna call them.
He's up there by then.
Well, sometimes they're there when I leave and sometimes they're not, and I always leave at the last possible minute.
Yeah, like I said, we talked about it.
I know, but, talking, now, let's not hold that, we'll make sure we do, I'll call them, or I'll stop tomorrow morning.
So with that in mind, I'm gonna make a motion for 2 crews.
Okay, we are in the new business. Explain this.
Well, it's a motion to accept the bid proposal for security prep work. Go ahead for 2 crews, security.
So security prep work,
Which is mine.
so this is rewire for a security system. For dollar amount? Nope. Okay. Total parts and labor for pre-wiring the building for a security system. This is pre-wire only, does not include hardware.
You're talking
For $1,813, 1813.91.
You're talking.
That's your motion?
Now, that motion, or that proposal includes internet access, buttons for the doors, to magnetize the doors and off and all that stuff. And, security and everything, that should be attached to those.
To be included or not to be included? Okay. All right, motion on the floor to approve 1813.91 for pre-wiring of the new West County Borough Building for a security system for the amount of 1813.91. Motion by Ken. Is there a second on the floor? Second by Bernie Senior. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Unanimous.
I'm gonna call him tomorrow because it's pertinent, they get stuff to electrical contract.
Okay. Okay, what else under unfinished business? No, there's no more thing. Yeah, that comes under there. No, but which will be, oh, there's new business next. Yeah, we need to do, yeah, that's sort of unfinished, but it's sort of.
Did we don't get a bill from them?
Yeah, we did at the last meeting.
I don't see it.
Yeah. Well, it will be attached to this, it will be attached to this month's bills,
Well,
if approved.
well, they should be paid.
Yeah, I know. I agree. Well, we need to make that motion to
Oh.
do so tonight.
You want me-
I make a motion, we, move to attach the bill from the auditor Smith last month's meeting to be included on the bills for this month's meeting, be paid with the bills. Make a motion to pay the bills, but that's the only one we do.
Second.
Motion to pay the auditors, full invoice turned in at the last meeting, including this month's bills.
And make that adjustment? Carl, with that?
Yes.
Motion by Ken. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Bernie Senior. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Unanimous. Anything else under new business?
That was actually the bill.
Well,
All of it.
well,
Included by.
yeah, but I mean, we had to include that, that's not included in the bills. So we had to include that in the bills. So now we need a motion to pay the bills.
I'm moving the proper ones for you on bill. They should.
Motion to pay the bills by Bernie Senior. Is there a second? Second by Nancy. All in favor? Aye. Unanimous. There's no letters to be read, but I just want to thank and he was here a while back and said he needed to put a new sidewalk in and he wanted permission to dump the material on the berm, in which we approved that. And he had material left over from that. He has donated that to the borough at no cost to him, that's great. So accolades to the fine. We thank you for that. Nice job up there, and thank you very much. So with that, I need a motion for adjournment.
So moved, sir.
Bernie Senior, second. Kevin, all in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. Oh, yeah, right.
I know.
Wait a minute, let me shut this off.
Well, it's just that nobody asks a question, and they
The third we talked about. The third we talked about.